to is the president of the AALU, Charisse Carney-Nunes. Are you?
Yes, I'm here. Thank you. Good morning, Chairman Bruce, President Allen, trustees, and LU community. I am excited, as always, to bring you another update from the Alumni Association. And I'm keeping with that theme of 3 Ps that will be the ingredients of our success, and that is people, power, and participation. So first, people. We have had 2 virtual events since you last met where we brought alumni together. On Black Friday, November 25th, we supported Lion alumni businesses and held our 3rd annual virtual alumni marketplace hosted by Sandra Marina, class of '81. It was a great success. On Sunday, January 8th, we held our 2nd annual New Year's prayer service organized by our chaplain, Mike Canty, class of '91, and programs chair, Dawn Easter McCoy, class of 1989. It was truly beautiful. We had 7 alumni prayer warriors lead us into the new year, including your colleague, alumni trustee, Reverend Dr. Francis Paul, class of '79. We were blessed with the opportunity to honor the memory of our many deceased fallen Lions, and we were comforted and inspired by the sounds of the Lincoln University Gospel Choir and the words of LU's very own Reverend Dr. Frederick Faison. And while virtual is nice, when we think about people, let's just say alums are all set to descend in person on Baltimore in less than 2 weeks to party with a purpose. The purpose, of course, being to support our men's and women's basketball teams as they go for another CIAA championship. The party, well, we're all set to have plenty of fun doing it. So the Baltimore Metro chapter, BMC, led by Lorella Dix, class of '80, and her team of alums from the Baltimore and DC metro areas are working hand in hand with university leaders to pull off some great events. On Monday, the 20th, they will be supporting our athletes with a luncheon at the host hotel. All week long, alumni and LU students will be visiting local Baltimore schools to read and engage students. We are working in partnership with alumni-owned and operated Concentric Education Solutions to seek volunteers on February 23rd and 24th to read at Cecil and Yorkwood Elementary Schools. If you volunteer, you'll be reading the book Thurgood to honor the first Black justice on the Supreme Court, who was not only a Lincoln alum, but also a Baltimore native. So if you want to volunteer, I'm going to put my number in the chat and you can just send me a text message. On Thursday, back at the hotel, we're excited to host a special conversation featuring Lincoln University alum, class of 2007, and Baltimore native Al Cook. Al is the general manager of Hillman Grad Records, which is a collaboration with Lena Waithe and Def Jam, and it's all about the next generation of underrepresented artists. And we can't wait to hear how Al Cook's LU experience launched him on this incredible journey. On Friday, there will be an evening of jazz with alum Carl Cornwell, class of '76 from my home chapter, DC Metro alumni, and the Young Alumni Party, which is featuring DJ Top Choice, who played for us in DC, and he was really good. So we're really excited about that. On Saturday, we know we'll be celebrating another big win by our basketball teams. So the AALU is planning a day party that we know will actually turn into a victory party just like last year. The location is still being worked on, so stay tuned. And there will be vendors, a culminating party Saturday evening, and just plain old hanging out, connecting with alums, and having a good old Lincoln time. The second P is power, and that's all about money, which of course fuels and empowers our mission. And with that, I will say registration is open for our 3rd annual golf tournament, Monday, July 17th, which will be the Monday after the alumni family gathering and your own board retreat. So board members, I hope you plan to stay around and make it an orange and blue weekend. As I noted in November, honorary co-chair, legendary African-American golfer Jim Thorpe plans a repeat performance this year. Charles Latta, class of 1981, and his team are working hard. We just finished an early bird registration, so thank you to all who have already registered. And for the rest of you, please register now. Whether it's for attendance, sponsorship, or donations, we are open for business. I will put the link in the chat. Again, Diane, give me a minute before you kick me out of here, but I'm going to put the link in the chat, and I'll ask you, Diane, if you can share it with everyone who is not on the Zoom. And then finally, the third P is participation. In November, I spoke to you about a participation challenge relating to our alumni trustee nominations. We had not received any alumni nominations to enter the process for the 2 alumni trustee seats that will become available in 2023. Well, I have good news. We leveraged the process that is in the association bylaws to meet the moment, which to our knowledge was unprecedented in our history. As AALU president, with the support of our nominations chair, Bonnie Bowser, class of 78, I have identified a few alumni who are, 1, willing to serve both the association and the university in this critical role, 2, who I believe have the core and fundamental competencies to do so, and 3, who will complement or meet the needs of the LU board, bringing diversity in terms of a number of factors, including subject matter expertise. Who are they? Well, you will need to stay tuned because my recommendations do need the concurrence of the Alumni Council, which, as a reminder, is the board of the Alumni Association. And it's composed of our officers, our committee chairs, our chapter presidents, and your colleagues, the sitting alumni trustees. Our next meeting, where I hope this can happen, it will be Monday, February 27th, and I plan to seek approval there. Although I also have the ability to do it at our May meeting, which will happen right before commencement. Either way, I am confident that Committee Chairman Bowser will be able to provide this body with 2 nominations on our regular timeline before commencement. And finally, the silver lining in all of this is that Committee Chairman Bowser and I met with both Chairman Bruce and Dr. Allen, and we are actively working on improvements to the alumni trustee nominations and elections process to streamline it and to ensure that it best serves the needs of both the AALU and Lincoln University. So I will stop there. I personally won't see you at CIAA because I have a personal conflict with my son that was unavoidable, but the AALU will be there and will be well represented by Camille Claiborne, class of 2009, our vice president. I am grateful for Camille and all of the alums I have mentioned here today and everyone who steps up to support the AALU and Lincoln, because we do need people, power, and participation, and it starts with each of us. And with that, I submit my report to you, Chairman Bruce. And I'm going to put the 2 items in the chat, which are the registration for the golf and also my phone number in case anyone would like to volunteer for the alumni reading with Lincoln University students. Thank you.